Welcome to another process video from Freddie and myself. Today I'm going to be painting on fabric. I'm going to be using watercolours and I'm going to be doing some abstract. I'm going to be painting some flowers, a vegetable and maybe a little creature, and then I'm going to be doing some slow stitching once it's dry onto the shapes that I've created. So, watercolour and slow stitch. Let me pull you closer so you can get a good look. The beautiful thing about painting on fabric in watercolour is it doesn't harden like acrylic, so it remains quite flexible and easy to get the needle in. So what have I been doing? I've been doing flowers. I did an avocado. And this one is abstract, just abstract and blobs. I'll explain more later. And then I have one little magical creature to show you in a minute. I thought I would start off by doing the flowers. So if you don't have a hoop, don't worry. I just found it fun to have the fabric all stretched out like this. Let's put some paper underneath so I don't get this lovely vintage placemat with paint on it. That was given to me, 30 something years ago. Can you believe that? So, yeah, there's no right or wrong way. I just made up the paint. So what did I do? Some centres and made it quite, actually, if you make it quite runny, let me just squeeze some, that's it. It just runs. It just runs, yes. It bleeds into one another. Well, this colour's nice and soggy already. Lovely. Now, other people may know different ways to do it. They might say, wet the fabric first, or making this quite runny. And I'm just literally making some petals. It's all running into one another beautifully. And then, of course, it's going to have all the stitching on top of it, slow stitching. Any stitch goes, so very relaxing. Now, if you were an embroiderer, that's somebody that's very careful with their stitches, makes beautiful stitches. You could do embroidery stitches on it too. I think the whole thing with slow stitching is do the stitches that make you feel happy and relaxed. we are. It does look a bit of a mess at the moment, a bit misty and messy, but once we've added the buttons and the stitches, now it's time for some leaves. The different types of green here. Mix it with the yellow. And just some leaves. Just very loosely, really. Lovely. All the different types of coloured green there. And then I came in with the background. And it's quite a lovely little round piece now. I might leave it like that. Let's come in with the, fix the background a bit. And then it just soaks in then, and it stays at the edge. There we are. Another one ready to add. Freddie, you watching us? Each one comes out differently. This is quite a pastel coloured one, and this one's a lot brighter. I think equally so that it's going to be lovely. And such a relaxing thing to do, nice and portable. You could take this with your little slow stitch kit to go and just take it on its travels, whether that's just to the lounge or sewing in bed. I've got my, with these, it may be hard to tell, but I've got that little bit of metallic paint in it as well, just to add that little bit of shine. Is it okay if I use your metallic watercolours, Flo? Let's just, I'm just adding some to those leaves. Oh, lovely. Once it's dry, it will be, oh, lovely. Maybe the middles as well. I may not cover it with buttons, you just don't know. And now, of course, I'm getting carried away, because once you've got shine, you want to get carried away, don't you? I'm just going to flick some paint now, just because I can. And why not? Let's leave that to dry. Got a little piece of stuff on there. But that's that one. And that is gloriously waiting for some stitches now. Let me show you the, I did the abstract one And it was only, I can't think what I was going to do. Oh, I was going to make this. I did it abstract and I was going to make it into flowers. And then all of a sudden, I saw an owl. The outline of an owl. So yeah, that was amazing. So literally this is all I do for the abstract one. Is just any stitch, any little stroke or brush stroke goes. Let's use some of this one too, just to get some. And I will come back later and just see, is this one going to just be flowers? Or will there be some pattern or shape in this one? I'll let you know. Get some green in here. The watercolour seems to dry really quickly. There we are, that's the abstract one. And I'll see what I can do with that later. I haven't got anything in my mind. I'm literally just adding strokes now. And colours. There. Oh, sleepy Freddy. Oh, he's got his whole day spread out before him, haven't you, Freddy? Oh, the colours have combined to make like a little rose. Oh, that's a lovely colour. A rose gold, I'll call it. Yeah. So that's the abstract one. And lastly, here's my little hedgehog. Let me give you a close-up view of her. There she is, all painted. She was a little curled up hedgehog. There she is. And she's got, these are all her prickles. I get carried away. But so wonderful to sew everything on. Let me show you the slow stitch element of this today. Let's have a sip of tea. Oh, lovely. And are you sat comfortably? Oh, there's my gold thread. Or is it bronze? Bronze, I think. So for the dear little hedgehog, isn't she a dear? All I've been doing is getting out my little owl bag. Simply stitching on snippets of little scraps. She's my little scrappy hedgehog. There. So then I push that up and just add another bit, and I just keep going. I just left it so you would be able to see. If you didn't want to add all the scraps to her, she's just as beautiful painted. But you might want to add some scraps. What will I use her for? Well, she probably will go in my slow stitched journal. Last time I made something like this, I made a Miss Tiggy Winkle needle case. There we are. It's as simple as that. And of course, I've been adding buttons and beads as well to her. Let's snip that thread off there. And I will show you, these aren't dry yet. Let's have a look. It's not quite dry to pull the needle through. So I could come in here with a few more stitches. I've been using embroidery floss. I've been doing one strand or two. Just depends how thick you want the line. Do the stitches that you know how, but let me just show you what I do. I'm going to you can tie a knot, or I sew in the end. Of course, you can see the back of mine is not neat like an embroidery piece. And it's just a case of any stitch goes. So you can just do a running stitch, under and over, if that's the stitch you know. And when's it finished? Because it looked quite finished there, but to add some nice purple stitches, I think it'll add nicely to it. And of course I've gone in with beads and buttons as well. And just under and over, under and over. If you want to make a cross, you can just come back across these stitches to make a cross. But I think I'm just going to do a simple outline on those leaves, under and over, and that's something I can be doing throughout the morning and the day. It's lovely to set yourself up with these projects and they're all ready to go. I think you get the idea now. Shall we go up top so we can see one another, and I can do some sewing and we can have a little chat too. Oh, you look very busy over there. Journaling and sewing this week, Flo. I just can't look at the messy desk. Oh, look at that little cat. He can't look, he's covering up his eyes. That's a fun page, Flo. So you're making the skirt. Am I making the skirt, or are you making the skirt? You're in a rush. Yes, I was going to make that for you, but yeah, I think maybe you're doing it now. I have had such a restful and restorative week with the slow stitching. I haven't added any gold leaf yet. I think I will. Just gently stitching. I do appreciate the fact that we can spend this extra time together. It's really lovely. Just to share ideas, but to have a relaxing time. Certainly become part of our routine, hasn't it, Freddie? Have you got an ATC for us today, Primrose Hibiscus? Thank you. I'm going to pick one. Oh, lovely. That one hasn't got any words on it. It's gorgeous art. Is it one I've done or Meljoy's done? Wonderful background and butterflies and stamps. Gorgeous. No name either. It's wonderful. Got a scene from London on the back of it. I shall put it here for inspiration throughout the week. It reminds me to get out my postage stamps this week. Beautiful. I'll pop it there. It's got that little extra bit of gold on it too. Let's see what encouraging words are on the cards that Janice sent me. Pick one out. Holding you in my heart. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that is lovely. On that note, let's light a candle, because there are people that we're holding them in our hearts, aren't there? Yes, definitely. Keep strong. We'll be sitting and doing some more relaxing and recouping, I think. Doing some more stitching. I'm wondering what everybody else has been doing, and I know some of you are really quite busy and have to wait till the weekend or later in the day to do your creating, but I do hope you get a little bit of time to yourself this week. I'm going to be eating my breakfast. I've got my yoghurt here, rhubarb yoghurt, and my cup of tea. I'll be going out in the garden. I'll be hanging out the washing. Also, I think there's some more rhubarb to pick, so I'll be able to make another rhubarb crumble. Or just stewed rhubarb, just to have with some custard maybe, or some cream. Well, take care everyone. Bye. Here we go. Try these ones. There you go. There. Just come out. This is in the front garden. And here's some little orange ericiums as well. Absolutely lovely. Oh, beautiful rhododendrons too. How gorgeous. Oh, what beautiful blossom. Oh, and we've arrived at the park. Absolutely beautiful day. Oh gosh, it is muddy. Somebody has found a puddle. Haven't you, Fred? Yeah, that is a lovely puddle, Freddie. Wow, you can have a little sit down like a hippo. Ah, lovely. Oh gosh. I know. Ooh. Oh, lovely. He's full of the joys of spring, isn't he? There's probably another puddle down there. Oh, look at him.